Today I'm going to talk about Barbarians of the Orange Boiling Seas. Now, one of my players urged me to run this because he wanted to run a pirate adventure, and based on this picture he thought it was a pirate adventure, and it was not. It's a sequel to this one, going through Forbidden Other Worlds, where you encounter basically a Stargate. So you can travel to other worlds, and so this is one you travel to other worlds to get to this one. In this one, in the base, let's see if I can find the picture. Yeah, so it's got the base, and in the base there are records of the Portuguese traveling to other worlds and the addresses on the Stargate to get to them. And so that's what this is. You travel through the gate to get to this world that is the moon of a gas giant. And this moon is living in like the Ice Age. And it's inhabited by Neanderthals. So there's a whole explanation as to how the Neanderthals got there. Here's the map of the area. And next to a sea of lava is a city of the Neanderthals, and the Portuguese conquistadors went through the gate and found their way to this city that the Neanderthals had built and conquered them. And so you arrive and the Portuguese conquistadors are running things. So it's a pretty interesting little adventure. And you can take the side of the conquistadors if you like. But there's a rebel alliance of Neanderthals aligned with the old royal family that the Portuguese overthrew. And so you can align with them too. And here is a portion of the maze showing where you arrive here through the Stargate. There's our Stargate. It's not called that, by the way, in here. Here's an example of a tree. There's some interesting new life forms, but most of it is just prehistoric life forms that you would be familiar with. Yeah, so a few different locations out in the wilderness, and then you come to Hawk's Peak, which is a big fortress on top of a big pillar, and you have to go through different levels to go there. There's different caves in it. One of them has a bear, one of them has a band of cannibals, and one of them is the cannibals have an idol here, and one of them is the lair of a saber-toothed tiger, and it has a secret entrance. It goes into the tower, which has different levels with different stuff on them. Different levels. Until you get to the main level, which is just below the top. There are giant hawks that the Neanderthals fly around on. And there's a mummy who has an interesting device that my players never found or never used when I ran it. Yeah, there's the princess. There's one of those giant hawks and the hawk knights that ride them. There they are riding the hawks. So it was pretty good as a short adventure. So I highly recommend it, but it was not interesting enough. Or at least I did not make this plan interesting enough that they wanted to stay there longer or explore more of the moon or anything like that. So I visited there once and never came back. So anyway, it's written by Zzarchov Kowolski, who has written some really good stuff. So you may want to pick it up at some point.